Here's something that might shock you. I'm 47 years old, and while most people my age are cruising toward retirement, I'm about to share the most important wealth-building strategy I wish someone had told me when I was 27. And here's the thing about being 47 versus 27. Sure, the younger crowd has energy and optimism, but we have something infinitely more valuable. Real-world battle scars, genuine industry wisdom, and the painful lessons that only come from losing money the hard way. When you're 27, you think you know everything. When you're 47, you know what actually works. And what I'm about to reveal isn't some textbook theory. It's a street-smart approach to building $1.8 million in wealth over the next 15 years, even if you're starting with just $500 a month. This isn't the traditional invest $2,500 every month and pray for 15% returns approach that financial advisors love to preach. This is different. This is real. Let me paint you a picture. Meet Marcus. Marcus is 37 years old, works in tech, makes about $28,000 a year, with a monthly take-home of $1,800. After expenses of $1,200, he's got exactly $500 to invest each month. Now, if Marcus follows the conventional wisdom and invests that $500 monthly at 12% returns, the historical average of the stock market, he'll have about $216,000 after 15 years. That's not even close to the $1.8 million target. In fact, he'd be 85% short of his goal. But here's where most people give up. They think, well, I guess I need to make more money at my job. Or maybe I should take bigger investment risks. Wrong. Dead wrong. The secret isn't in the returns percentage, it's in the income multiplication strategy that most people completely ignore. I learned this the hard way through watching people transform their lives. Take my friend Robert from Chicago. Robert was a data scientist making about $2,200 a month. Comfortable, but not wealthy. Then Robert did something brilliant. He started teaching AI and machine learning workshops on weekends. Nothing fancy, just sharing what he already knew. Within months, Robert was pulling in an extra $5,000 monthly from his side work. His total monthly income jumped from $2,200 to over $7,200. That's not a 10% raise. That's a 300% income explosion. Or consider Alex, who worked as a senior associate at a major consulting firm. While everyone else was complaining about corporate life, Alex quietly built a video editing business on the side, connecting freelance editors with small businesses. When Alex finally left his corporate job, he was making $8,000 monthly profit from his side business. Today, Alex's business generates millions in annual revenue. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a data scientist or a business genius. Listen carefully. That's exactly the wrong mindset. Every single one of us has skills that can be monetized. Whether it's organizing, teaching, writing, negotiating, or simply understanding your industry better than outsiders do. The key is identifying your hidden skill and turning it into a strategic income stream. But before we dive into the income multiplication strategy, let's cover the two non-negotiables that most people skip. First, you absolutely must have bulletproof health insurance. I've seen too many people lose everything to a single medical emergency. The second non-negotiable is emergency access to cash. Notice I didn't say emergency funds sitting in a savings account. I said emergency access. This could be family money you can borrow, a credit line, or liquid investments. The goal isn't to park $6,500 in a low-yield savings account. It's to ensure you can access money quickly when life hits you hard. Now, here's the wealth multiplication formula that changes everything. Marcus starts with his $500 monthly investment, split between a diversified multi-cap fund and a momentum-based factor fund, both targeting 15% annual returns based on historical performance. But here's the game changer. In year 2, Marcus launches his side income stream and bumps his monthly investment to $1,500. That extra $1,000 monthly doesn't come from salary negotiations or job hopping. It comes from monetizing skills he already possesses. The beautiful thing about side income is that it doesn't grow like traditional employment. Your corporate salary might increase 3 to 5% annually if you're lucky. But a well-executed side hustle can double or triple in year 2. When Marcus commits strategically to his weekend consulting or online course creation or freelance work, that $1,000 monthly extra income is likely to become $2,000 or $3,000 in the second year. This is where the compound effect becomes absolutely devastating in the best possible way. Marcus isn't just benefiting from investment compounding at 15% returns. He's benefiting from income multiplication that can grow 100% or 200% annually in the early years. By year 4 or 5, Marcus could easily be investing $3,000 to $4,000 monthly. Not because he got promoted, but because he built a scalable income stream that rewards effort exponentially. Let me give you the numbers that will blow your mind. If Marcus sticks to the basic $500 monthly plan, he reaches about $216,000 in 15 years. If he could somehow invest the textbook amount of $2,500 monthly at 15% returns, he'd hit about $1.1 million. But if Marcus executes the side income strategy, starting at $500, jumping to $1,500 in year 2, then growing that side income systematically, he can actually surpass the $1.8 million target and do it in less than 12 years. I've become a case study for this approach myself. In my first year of self-employment, I made a modest profit. This year, I'm on track to earn 6 to 8 times that amount. The money I generate monthly now rivals what I used to earn annually in my corporate days. This isn't luck or timing. This is the systematic result of understanding how to leverage your existing knowledge into multiple income streams. The specific investment strategy is crucial but simple. Take your monthly investment amount and split it equally. Half goes into a broad-based multi-cap fund that gives you exposure to large, mid, and small-cap stocks. These have historically delivered 15% plus returns over long periods. The other half goes into a factor-based fund, specifically momentum or low volatility funds, that have consistently outperformed basic index investing. But remember, the investment strategy is secondary to the income multiplication strategy. The real magic happens when you audit your skills and identify what you can monetize immediately. Are you good with people? Start consulting. Do you understand your industry? Create content around it. Are you organized and reliable? Become a virtual assistant for executives. Can you explain complex topics simply? Launch online courses or coaching. The mindset shift is everything. Instead of thinking, I need to find a side hustle, think I need to identify my most valuable skill and systematically turn it into recurring revenue. Instead of hoping for a 10% salary increase next year, plan for a 200% income increase through strategic skill monetization. Here's what most people miss: the timeline advantage of starting this approach in your 30s or 40s. You have industry knowledge, professional networks, and credibility that 22-year-olds don't possess. You understand market dynamics, customer pain points, and business operations in ways that can't be taught in classrooms. This experience becomes your competitive advantage in building income streams that scale rapidly. The compound effect of combining investment discipline with income multiplication is the closest thing to a wealth-building cheat code that exists. While others are debating whether to put their money in tech stocks or real estate, you're systematically increasing the amount of money you have available to invest every single month. This approach requires commitment, strategic thinking, and the willingness to work beyond your 9-to-5 schedule. But if you execute this correctly, you won't just hit your $1.8 million target, you'll likely surpass it, while building skills and networks that provide security and options for decades to come. The choice is yours. You can follow the conventional path of hoping your salary increases and your investments perform well. Or you can take control of both sides of the wealth equation, increasing your investment capital through skill monetization while optimizing your returns through strategic fund selection. One approach leaves you hoping, the other approach leaves you in control. Your financial future isn't determined by your current salary or your investment knowledge. It's determined by your willingness to leverage what you already know and systematically build the income streams that will fund the wealth you actually want to create.